What if octopuses became the rulers of the planet after humanity disappears? Sounds wild. But an Oxford scientist says it actually makes sense. With Earth heating up faster than a pressure cooker and environmental crises stacking up like overdue bills, more and more experts agree. The end of humanity isn't some sci-fi fantasy. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next month, but hundreds, thousands, or even millions of years from now, our species could very well vanish. And if that day comes, here's the big question. Who takes over after we're gone? For Professor Tim Coulson of Oxford University, the next major evolutionary superstar is already among us. Or rather, swimming in the ocean with 8 arms. Yep, the octopus. Why octopuses? If you think an octopus is just a weird sea creature with too many arms, you're seriously underestimating them. Octopuses are often called the Einsteins of the ocean, with a level of intelligence that constantly shocks scientists. Here's just a taste. They can open jars, lift lids, move rocks, and even plan strategies to get food. They escape aquariums with unbelievable ease. Yes, some have literally crawled through pipes and drains to get back to the ocean. They have 3 hearts, blue blood, and camouflage skills so insane they'd put a ninja to shame. Each arm acts like a mini-brain, capable of making independent decisions. In other words, they literally think with their arms. Studies show they have both short and long-term memory, can learn by watching others, and can solve mazes. So, can you imagine these creatures taking over if we're not here anymore? Coulson's theory: octopuses could evolve far beyond what we imagine. In his book, The Universal History of Us, Coulson discusses which species could fill the ecological gap humans would leave behind if we went extinct. He breaks down what a species needs to keep evolving. High intelligence, ability to solve complex problems, strong adaptability, flexible anatomy. Genetic variation that allows fast evolutionary changes. Sound familiar? Because that's basically an octopus resume. According to Coulson, these animals have everything they need to thrive. They manipulate objects, learn quickly, communicate by changing colors, and escape almost any tricky situation. He even jokes that if octopuses lived longer, they'd probably have invented underwater Wi-Fi by now. But what about primates? Don't they stand a better chance? Coulson considered our closest relatives: gorillas, chimpanzees, orangutans. But the outlook wasn't great. According to him, primates struggle because their populations are very small. They depend on specific forests, which could disappear. They reproduce slowly. They don't adapt well to new environments. Meaning, if we go down, they're likely going down with us. Octopuses, on the other hand, live in nearly every ocean on the planet, from shallow waters to depths of about 13,000 feet. They adapt quickly and have short life cycles, which speeds up evolution. Extra facts that make things even more fascinating. Here's a bonus. Cephalopods, the group that includes octopuses, squids, and cuttlefish, have one of the most bizarre and complex genomes on Earth. They're masters at editing their own RNA, a biological hack most creatures can't do. That gives them a big edge in adaptation. And there's more. Octopuses use a primitive form of visual communication: flashes of light, patterns, and colors. Some have been caught blasting water at researchers just out of pure attitude. They show behaviors similar to pets, like playing and preferring certain people. Studies suggest they might dream. One was filmed changing colors while asleep. If that's not potential intelligence, nothing is. A future civilization made of octopuses? We're not talking skyscrapers, highways, or smartphones, at least not in a human sense. But a civilization their way. Coral-built structures, sophisticated burrows, light-based signals, tool use, and cooperative behaviors. And over time, who knows? Coulson imagines that with the right evolutionary freedom, octopuses could develop more complex communication, group coordination, and even social structures. Something totally different from us, but still a civilization. The conclusion: if humanity falls, octopuses stay. Here's the big picture. If humanity fades out, octopuses remain. And they've got everything they need to become the next evolutionary champions. They already have intelligence, adaptability, motor skills, communication, and a biological toolkit unlike anything else on the planet. All they need is time and fewer predators. And yes, one of those predators is us. So maybe in the distant future, long after humans are just a memory, an octopus will be out there writing the history of the underwater civilization. And here's the final thought. Is it really a good idea to keep eating the possible heirs of the planet?